Tonight, we now know the identity of the victim and suspect in that shooting that took place this weekend. Just before noon on Saturday, Copperas Cove police found 31-year-old Shasmine Ta'Shawn Clack, who had been shot at a home off Anderson Avenue and Tanner Drive. Cove police identified the suspect as Alonzo Ezekiel Hunter of Beaumont. He was found at a nearby hotel and was arrested for murder.
All I knew was he was there with a gun. That's all I knew.
Late Saturday morning, Shasmine Clack got the call that her younger sister, Shasmine, was in danger.
I was trying to call her and she wasn't answering. I was trying to call her son. He wasn't answering. And then he finally answered and said that she had got shot.
She tells me it was a case of domestic violence that ultimately left 5 children without their mother.
What if the safest place you know, your own home, filled with the laughter of your children, becomes the very stage for your final breath? What if the person meant to protect a piece of your future rips it away? In the quiet, tight-knit community of Copperas Cove, Texas, a mother of 5, Shasmine Ta'Shawn Clack, began her day on February 1st, 2025, like any other. By noon, she was gone, shot inside her own home. How could such an unthinkable act shatter a life dedicated to love and selflessness? Have you ever known someone so genuinely giving, they'd literally give the shirt off their back? Someone whose entire world revolved around their children? Imagine the emptiness, the betrayal, when such a light is extinguished so violently, so senselessly. This isn't just a story about a random act of violence. This is about a life taken within the walls meant to be a sanctuary, allegedly by someone she knew as the father of her youngest child. The events of that fateful morning would unravel quickly, leading to an arrest within hours. But the questions linger on. What truly happened in those final moments? And what does this devastating case reveal about the silent battles many face? Now, before we go deeper into this unfolding tragedy, please take a moment to hit that like button, share these video, leave your kind thoughts in the comments, and also indicate where you're watching from as well. Your support helps bring these crucial, vital narratives to light.
When your baby's spoiled and you gotta pull over because she hollering. Nah, I didn't sign up for this. You'll miss me someday. You'll miss my calls, my texts. You'll miss the way I care for you, how I made you feel so loved. You'll miss my hands touching your face and my arms around your waist. You'll miss me someday.
Shasmine Clack was the heartbeat of her family. At just 31 years old, she was a longtime resident of Copperas Cove, known by family and friends as kind, selfless, and absolutely devoted to her kids. Her older sister, Shasmine Clack, told reporters she loved her kids. It was all about her kids. She was the kind of person who gave freely and always ready to share what she had. A true light. That Saturday, February 1st, started like any other for Shasmine, a day filled with the familiar routines of motherhood. But in the quiet calm of the morning, an unseen danger was drawing closer, a shadow ready to consume the vibrant life she had built. At 11:48 a.m., the silence of Tanner Drive was shattered. A call came in about a shooting, and for Shasmine Clack, her life and the lives of her 5 children would never be the same. Welcome to Theories of True Crime Stories. Kindly subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell icon so you don't miss our future posts on any of our latest true crime stories. The Copperas Cove Police Department received the chilling report just before noon. Officers raced to the 900 block of Tanner Drive. What they found inside the residence was a scene of immediate, heartbreaking urgency. Shasmine Clack, age 31, lay suffering from gunshot wounds. First responders immediately performed life-saving measures. With a frantic battle against time and overwhelming odds, they rushed her via EMS to Advent Health Central Texas, the local hospital. Her family, moments before living their ordinary lives, were plunged into an unimaginable nightmare. Shasmine Clack later recounted the horrifying moment she learned the truth. He finally answered and said she was shot, referring to a phone call with Shasmine's child. The very air must have been stolen from her lungs. Despite every desperate effort, Shasmine later succumbed to her injuries at the hospital. She was pronounced dead. This was not an accident. This was a homicide. What kind of monstrous act could unfold behind closed doors, leaving a community reeling and a family shattered? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like these video.
Her kids, that's what really mattered. Like, she loved her kids. It was all about her kids. It's just a lot. Basically starting all over without their mom.
According to Copperas Cove police, officers arrived and Shasmine was taken to a nearby hospital where she later passed away. And as her family and our community grieve this loss, they are remembering Shasmine for the person she was and the impact she had.
For those of us who didn't know Shasmine, give us a glimpse into who she was.
She was a very kind and giving person. Like, she helped a lot of people. Like, she would give literally the shirt off her back.
Now Chantel says they're taking it day by day, focusing on the kids as they all try to move forward and leave one last message for her sister.
I love her. And she did everything right, even though the situation turned out how it did. You did it. And we got the kids.
Police described the scene inside her home as a clear homicide investigation. There was no sign of forced entry. This detail was critical. It suggested the threat wasn't from outside, but from within, or from someone known. The Copperas Cove police declined to release the precise motive or many details of the scene, confirming only that Shasmine had been shot and tragically died. In the days that followed, authorities put out a call for information for surveillance footage from the Tanner Drive area on February 1st. They were piecing together a puzzle, a timeline of terror that led to a beloved mother's death. They knew one thing for certain: a killer was out there, and they wouldn't have to look far. The truth, as it began to emerge, was far more unsettling than anyone in Copperas Cove could have imagined. The suspect wasn't a stranger. He was family.
A Beaumont man sits in jail tonight, charged with the killing of a woman in Copperas Cove near Waco. Investigators found 31-year-old Shasmine Clack with multiple gunshot wounds at a home on Tanner Drive. She died at a hospital. 27-year-old Alonzo Hunter of Beaumont was arrested at a nearby hotel. Not long after this shooting, a judge set Hunter's bond at $500,000.
Within hours of the shooting, detectives had zeroed in on their prime suspect. This individual was known to the victim. Through witness interviews and relentless investigative leads, all signs pointed to Alonzo Ezekiel Hunter, a 27-year-old man from Beaumont, Texas. The shocking connection? Hunter was the father of Shasmine Clack's youngest child. This wasn't some random encounter. This was a personal betrayal.
Hey man, this song I wrote to my daughter, like, hey son, daddy love you, daddy wanted this, but shit, it ain't gonna be there. Nah, for real though. They really like this hoe, shit, this hoe ain't coming, man. This song I wrote to my daughter, called Letter to Asian. Nah, for real. Asian, I love you, yeah, you my everything. I'm glad that you finally came. Yeah, she won't be the same. Asian, I love you, yeah, you my everything. I'm glad that you finally came. Hope she won't be the same. Used to give your mama pain, she used to give me pain. Late night, calling me up, sensing so much pain. From us before I was away, I couldn't do it.
Later that very same day, on February 1st, officers located Hunter at a nearby hotel. He was taken into custody without incident. No struggle, no attempt to flee. An unsettling calm surrounded his arrest. But this wasn't his first brush with the law. No, seriously, this wasn't his first brush with the law. During booking, authorities discovered Hunter was already scheduled to appear in court on February 3rd on an unrelated assault charge. He had been free on bond, awaiting that case, when Shasmine Clack was murdered. The very next day, February 2nd, 2025, Alonzo Hunter was formally charged with murder in connection with Shasmine Clack's death. This wasn't manslaughter or a lesser offense. This was murder. At his arraignment, Justice of the Peace F.W. Bill Price set Hunter's bond at a staggering of $500,000. The message was clear. This was a grave, severe crime. prosecutors didn't immediately file additional charges, indicating the investigation was still active, still seeking every piece of the truth. If you're finding Shasmine's story as heartbreaking as I am, please consider subscribing to our channel. Remember, your support helps us bring these vital narratives to light and remember those who were lost too soon. With Hunter behind bars, the community breathed a temporary sigh of relief, but the deeper, more agonizing questions about why this tragedy occurred still hung heavy in the air. The full story of that morning and the complex relationship behind it was yet to be fully uncovered. The news of Shasmine's death sent shockwaves through Copperas Cove's close-knit community. Neighbors, co-workers, church friends, all remembered her as warm and giving. In the weeks following the tragedy, local media highlighted that Shasmine did everything right in raising her family, a sentiment powerfully echoed by her sister Chantel. She was a beacon, a devoted caregiver whose life revolved around her children. On February 9th, near Tanner Drive and Anderson Avenue, hundreds gathered. It was a candlelight and pink balloon vigil. Many residents who didn't even know Shasmine personally came together, as a testament to how deeply her generosity and loving nature had touched those around her. They released pink balloons, watching them ascend into the Texas sky, with a collective display of solidarity and profound grief over the loss of a young mother. Shasmine's family also launched a GoFundMe page to help cover the immense funeral expenses. Within weeks, thousands of dollars poured in towards their $7,000 goal. Friends emphasized that Shasmine helped a lot of people, and the heartbreaking truth: her children lost their mom far too soon. Did you catch the subtle hint earlier about the true nature of the relationship? Rewind if you missed it. It shapes everything that happened next, adding a chilling layer to the story. The tragic circumstances, a mother killed allegedly by her child's father, sparked crucial discussions locally about domestic violence and gun safety. While authorities cautioned the community not to jump to conclusions until the legal process played out, the questions were undeniable. To date, no trial date has been publicly announced for Alonzo Hunter. Shasmine Clack's case remains open, with Hunter held on bond while awaiting prosecution. Her surviving children, ranging from toddlers to preteens, are now being cared for by family members. Their lives had irrevocably altered. What are your thoughts on Shasmine's tragic story? Share them respectfully in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications bell icon so you don't miss our next deep dive into real-world crime. Throughout Copperas Cove, people continue to mourn Shasmine's untimely death. As her sister Chantel said, Shasmine's legacy is one of kindness and love, attributes that community members vow to remember as Hunter's case proceeds through the court system. Shasmine Ta'Shawn Clack was more than a victim. She was a beacon of love, a devoted mother whose life was stolen in the place she should have been safest. Her story is a stark reminder that true crime often lurks where we least expect it, and that awareness, compassion, and vigilance are more crucial than ever. Once again, if you found the narrative of this story impactful, please kindly take a moment to share it with others who need to hear it. Until next time, you should stay safe out there. Thanks for watching and see you on our next story.